Hi gang, it's Josh, and I got my long-awaited and final third video for helping out the United States quote-unquote almighty government. As you can see, I have my handy-dandy government 1 star. Very bad. Would not recommend. Today we're going to talk about how to make a budget, a monthly budget for dummies, i.e. almighty government. Coming from an 815 credit score and taking the lessons my mom taught me as a child to make sure to not put all my eggs in one basket, so to speak, the little war with the crowd that is controlling Dark Age of Camelot and trying to turn it into Dark Age of Communism that has made references to my medical records on my YouTube channel, i.e. showing that they have some form of illegal surveillance or have obtained illegal information on me without a federal warrant. It has left me with a little bit of aftermath. These are the things that, they don't talk about. But if you study the history books, you'll understand. And we're going to go over the tools. Once again, the level of difficulty with this exercise is high school level. You do not need any fancy college degree to do this. You can use a standard personal calculator like this that's just, not even Scientific Texas Instruments. Okay. You might need one of these handy dandy ink pens. I prefer the Sharpie S gels. They're really nice. You may need your smartphone for any of the apps and things you do with online bill payments. You will need existing bill statements if you have them. As you can see, I have my car insurance renewal and my Dominion Energy bill. Okay, you may need your checkbook register if you're older like me and you still write checks and still use the post office. As you can see, I've got my handy dandy U.S. Postal Service stamps available and my address labels. You may need your checkbook. The reason that I had to do this was Progressive, for whatever reason, after I hit the deer on my way to New Jersey, okay, to take care of some things regarding this little crowd of people that are likely from the federal government and controlling a video game to promote communism, I clipped a deer. They decided to total out my Chevy Malibu as a total loss, despite the damage to the car for all the parts, labor, and repairs, taxes, and service shop fees, and paint, and everything being $6,800, less my $500 deductible, and the value of the car being $10,700. As a result, I actually had to pay off the loan that was on the car, okay, so that I could place the car on a salvage title, all right. As the car is capable of being rebuilt, I actually hit the deer. Prior to making it to New Jersey, drove all the way to New Jersey and all the way back to Ohio with the damage to the car, okay. So there's the salvage title. You can see the car is now in my name. It is paid off, all right. In case anyone's wondering how I did that, we're going to go ahead and cover that. You will see I have a nice little statement from Discover showing a balance transfer. One of the nice things about having an 815 credit score is I have a really nice line of credit on my Discover card. Okay, so what I did was I did a balance transfer at 0% interest. Okay, there's the terms and conditions of the balance transfer right there. Okay, for 12 months. So I took a 5% interest, compound interest car loan, refinanced it to 0% interest for a fee of $422.02, which was 5%, the same interest rate I was paying on the loan, which is less than the $500 deductible Progressive wanted to repair the car. All right, there's a savings of $77.98. I now have 12 months to pay off the Discover card, okay, with no interest on the money that I put on my Discover card. You'll also notice, because I did not know this until I actually contacted the bank that had the loan on the car, there's a nice little check here, okay, from Northwest. I didn't know this, but when you pay off an automobile loan, just like a home mortgage, early, they have to give you some of the interest back, okay? I don't know what the insurance adjuster on Progressive's side, because I never actually talked to the repair technician that totaled the car out, why they did that. It doesn't matter. I've been in enough auto collisions to know that they didn't do what they were supposed to do. Okay. And they also cut me a check for more money than the value of the repairs to the car, and I'm keeping the car. Okay. So financially, I was left a little bit hurt on this. Okay. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. You'll notice I have the checkbook register here. Okay. A bunch of deposits are all going into my account. Okay. There'll be a hold on those for a few days like normal. Okay. But the reason you want this is you're going to have to go through and take a look at different charges. Okay. You'll notice all those check marks from all the reconciliations I've done on my bank statements, from the last video I did and whatnot. All right. This is the current balance on the credit card here at the top. Estimated balance, because I went ahead and calculated my monthly recurring charges. Okay. I have to wait for my next statement to see what kind of interest I'm looking at on the remaining purchases balance, as the balance transfer is the only part of the balance that gets 0% interest. My regular purchases still have a interest rate of 13.99% compound interest. So you'll see that I went ahead and grabbed my smartphone and did my monthly income. Okay, I went with the average of what I've actually earned after taxes. I just turned in a W-4 to have additional taxes actually taken out of my check. I'm not sure what pay period that's going to go active. I turned the paperwork in, I think, about a week and a half ago. Okay, and you'll notice the car insurance. Okay, you'll notice they're broken into monthly charges, like property tax, things like that. Okay, now the reason these are broken into monthly charges is I needed to get an idea of how much available cash I'm going to have each month for my normal commutes and consumable products and recreational activities and things like that. I also need to be able to put aside money to get that balance paid down. Okay? The reason you do a budget is when you're in debt, obviously, you want to get out of debt. You don't want to keep piling the debt on. This is a concept almighty government doesn't seem to understand anymore. I don't even know the last time Congress did a budget. Okay, and it's not hard. I mean, you can look at your bank statements and things like that. You have all these resources available as long as you look at them. Okay, I can look at this right now. Since I got a speeding ticket in May in Lancaster, Pennsylvania for 67 and a 45 while coasting down a hill, I saw the speed limit sign. I just didn't see the cop. My car insurance has gone up considerably from $359 premium for 6 months to $568. So I got to factor that in. And you'll notice I broke that into the monthly charges. Okay. And as you can see, okay, if I don't pay it in full, I actually get installment charges where it increases almost $20 a month to pay it monthly. So you actually get a better savings with Progressive if you pay it in full. Okay. And of course, I got my Dominion energy bill here. Okay, there's the old gas bill. I made sure to sign a contract to lock myself in for a price instead of getting a variable rate, thanks to Joe Biden and all his Democrats and their inflation, because I know what's going to happen to energy bills, as the government and the media pushes on the electric car scam and blah, blah, blah. Okay. But as you can see, I am looking at attacking my debt problem already. Okay, you can see I've already made a payment. All right. I've already tried to make sure to estimate what my balances are going to be next month. Okay, and like I said, somebody's got to help the government out here. Okay, somebody's got to do it. Well, we can stand around and complain about it all day, but my mother used to always say we can stand around and complain about the problem or we can do something about it. And since we have enough evidence on my YouTube to know the government's watching these videos, I'm just trying to do the right thing and really help them out. I mean, they got college degrees, they're so much smarter than me. They have a $3.5 trillion to $5 trillion a year budget in tax income that they get from taxpayers like myself. I'm just trying to help you guys out. And as always, thanks for watching.